Well, hello, hola, bonjour.
Bonjour, ce qu'on peut.
That's pretty fun to be able to speak so many languages together. How is everything going so far?
Well, at least we have time to draw.
That's a good point.
Something I didn't have before, so
Always see the positive in the negative, right?
yes.
Or at least try. Well, I'm very happy to meet you because, yeah, I mean, I wish we could meet in real life. That would be way much more fun. But, you know, this is the way it is. And it's pretty cool. I'm super excited to have you on board on the project. It's really nice that you wanted to participate.
Sorry, I'm very happy to see people doing this kind of things here in Porto, because usually Portugal doesn't look for like underground artists.
Uh-huh.
Only the big museums, so we kind of need this. So I wanted to say thank you for doing this. Not just because I'm on board, just because you are doing it, and it's amazing. So
thank you. Well, for me, you know, it was also a challenge to just think of something different. I was getting a bit low in my energy and my motivations, and a bit depressed with the last days and everything.
Yeah.
And, you know, every time you get online, the only things you see, it's like coronavirus. And then at some point, you're just like, ugh, I can't do it anymore. I need some positivity, you know? And therefore, I was like, I wonder how many artists are here. How can we connect? How can we do that, you know? And so this is how it all began. And and I was not expecting to have that much people answering me. So actually, like, now I'm not selecting because I want to give the chance to everyone, but now I had to stop the subscriptions because I had like more than 30 requests. So it's really getting like cool. So we'll see what it brings in the future. Perhaps we'll develop it even more and try to make even more fun stuff. But for now, it's just what it is. It's just to give a good moment to people staying at home and being able to discover all the talents, no matter if they're underground or very high definition, whatever you want to call it, you know. So yeah, I'm very excited. So you're a digital artist.
First of all, I'm a creative designer. I'm not a full-time job digital artist. But yeah, I decided last year in the summer, I think. I'm just going to give it a try because I really like to draw, and that's something I lost at university. I usually draw a lot. I spend a lot of time drawing on public transports. Mm-hmm. Because I lived far away from Porto, but since I came back, since I'm living in Porto and I stopped having the big trips, I stopped drawing. And the iPad, buying the iPad and starting doing on the iPad gave me the opportunity to apply it on my job. So I started again, and actually I got really pretty good reviews, and it's just started growing and growing. And I'm like, well, I can actually live a little out of this. So the goal is to do it full time. I'm trying.
Yeah. And as an artist, full time is never easy.
Yes, true.
We wish it could be easier. We wish it could be easier, but it's not, unfortunately. So you said you were starting to draw just in a bus or anything, like during your travels, and then you lost it during university, and you know, all these things. How did you originally started drawing? What brought you to the art? Was it really your choice, or was it just a passion first and then you developed it?
Well, apparently my teachers on first grade told my parents that I was going to be an artist. They didn't know where or what subject, but I was a creative person, so I was going to do it. And I drew a lot when I was a kid, but never thought about making a living. But then I saw a movie, an animation movie, Spirit the Stallion.
Okay.
And at the end of this was before I went to high school, and they showed at the end of the DVD the animator saying like, "Hey, so welcome. Now we're gonna do like 7 minutes to draw Spirit, your favorite horse." And I just spent like 2 hours, and I played that thing for like 7 times and draw 7 horses. I was like, oh my God,
gotta get better.
This was in France and my family. And then when I came back, I go to my parents and said, well, I want to do animation movies. And they looked at me, what? Why? Like, well, I like it. So I started doing everything towards animation, but then I don't know, I didn't like it. I'm not a very patient person, so in university, because university gave me a lot of insights in a lot of subjects, and I started going more into to design. Animation is just a lot of work, a lot of patience, and you have to be happy with just making 2 seconds of a movie, and that was insane for me. So I kind of dropped it.
It takes you about 10 years for a full movie.
Yeah, especially when we're in Portugal. So unfortunately, I didn't. I would like to, if I could go back and be more patient and do it. I would love to still doing it, to be able to do it, but I guess it didn't turn that way.
Yeah, well, I mean, maybe for the better, because you maybe found your way now with, being a digital illustrator might be something that develops even better in the future. So
it enables you to. The good thing about drawing on an iPad is you can do it whenever you want to do it. And I can do it here, I can do it while traveling on a plane. And that's what I'm seeking right now. It's something that I can, it's flexible. I can do whatever I want. And if I want to travel, I can just take it and do a sketch, whatever I am.
Yeah.
And just inspiring some different ways than it's not in an office. So I'm kind of happy with how it turned out.
Yeah, and it's true in a way, because I mean, in my background, my studies were to be a graphic designer, so I was very connected to be working with Illustrator, Photoshop, and there was always a part of me very frustrated because my creation was not perhaps like at the moment where I wasn't sitting in front of my computer. It might have been when I was outside. But because before we didn't have this possibility to draw outside our house because we didn't have the material, it was really hard for me to just like, okay, I'm going to do this when I'm coming back home. And then when you're back home, you're like, nah, it's gone. It's gone already. And it's true that the new technology have helped us to connect to different products and allow us to do it now when we're outside of our house. So that's very a positive point. So that I can understand that, that's the direction you wanted to take as well. And so you sent me already the files. Obviously, we're not going to see it now because it's going to be in the editing part, but you made this beautiful piece, this side portrait of this beautiful woman and the flowers and the little bees everywhere. Can you walk us through a bit the concept? How did you came up? Why this drawing and where the idea is coming from?
Okay, so I have this concept. Might be just funny, but I kind of like it. Which is, I believe people have basic instincts, just like animals can have personalities. So it's all connected. So you can basically describe a person as like an animal, and you can see an animal and see a person on it.
True.
And I've been developing since I started. I've been developing this idea of making concepts of a personality, of a soul. So I take an animal that I find interesting, and I try to look it up more about it. So, for example, the honeybee, this last one I made it. It took me 9 hours to make it.
Oh my!
Yeah. And the honeybee, it's an animal that has a lot of sense of society, of community, and even in the bit of all the chaos that all the bees you have, they can find actual personality, and they have favorite tasks. So in the middle of all the busy and the chaos they have, they still find their own responsibility, their own path, their own things. And that's what I try to recreate on the paintings, on the drawings I do. So I try to take all this personality of the symbol that a honeybee has in our dreams, in the behaviors they have in nature, studies made, colors, and I try to put them on a drawing.
That's very, very cool.
The chaos on the hair, it's kind of the chaos you can find on a hive of a honeybee society.
Yeah. It's absolutely amazing. So you said it took you 9 hours. You said it took you 9 hours to do this to do this drawing. Is it like most of the time this time that you need? Like, is it more or less the same time for every piece, or is there some pieces that goes much faster, or some others that are much longer?
No, some are way quicker. This was the longest one I've made. Also because I had a lot of work I did on the hair, I think, kind of let it go. But sometimes there's some paintings that just drawings, sorry. There's some drawings with 4 or 5 hours. Yeah. That it depends on which animal I choose, which portrait I actually choose to make it. If I want to go on full detail, or if I already have the picture in my head and I just have to, I spend a night and it's done. It depends on the inspiration. You know, it depends the inspiration you have.
Yep.
And if I actually am enjoying. There's some that I like more than the others. My favorite is a killer whale. I did a killer whale painting, and that one just took me 5 hours, but I did it the 5 hours in a row because I was enjoying it so much.
It's almost I mean, I'm talking for myself for some pieces I wrote or some shows I wrote, but it's somehow almost being in a high for 5 hours when you're starting. Yeah. It's like you're into it, and as long as it's not finished up to the details, you're not giving up. No eating, no drinking, nothing. Just working on that until you get the final result, which is I think pretty amazing. So that's very, very nice. So what you said you try to do this full time for now. Where do you sell your art? To who do you sell it? Is there a
well, no. I start doing the paintings just on my own because I liked it, and then I start getting some requests from friends, and I did like 2 or 3 requests, and they didn't pay me because I didn't want to. And then I said to myself, well, this was in September. Well, I'm gonna do an Instagram profile. I'm gonna do 4 hours at least every day to do some drawings, or if I cannot do 4 hours, like get all the space I can and draw. And I'm gonna try to make it something that I can take some worth on my living. So I did this Instagram profile, and I post some like 3 or 4 paintings, and I start getting some requests. And I said, oh my God, now I have to have a price. This is serious. So I started getting more and more requests. I don't even have time to post them because I have a lot of them coming. And right now, because I have so much free time, I decided I'm gonna actually do an online store and start selling the posters. This, like the honeybee, I'm gonna be the first poster I'm gonna sell, because usually people send me their picture and I do the picture they ask me.
Okay, yeah.
So I don't really sell these ones, but I'm gonna start doing it now.
Yeah.
It's my goal.
I do push you in that, because I think so many people are looking for something different, and although people send you a photo, I think it might also stop you in your creativity, because you're bound to the things they ask you to do and not your personal art putting into it. So I really encourage you to do this, because I think it's gonna be great. And well, for the people that will be watching the showcase, of course, you will find all the links, everything you can about Marion on the website and also under the video, of course. But yeah, it's really, really beautiful what you do, and I really encourage you to keep going. And yeah, anytime you have some new things, please let me know, because I'm really excited. And if you need any help or anything like this, let me know. I don't know how I can help you, but if I can, I will for sure.
You already are. It's really good to have this kind of opinions about people from the same area, because it's always different, because they understand things differently, and that just Thank you.
Well,
Thank you.
You're more than welcome. It's my time to thank you. I'm not going to stay too long because obviously other artists are on the lineup as well. And therefore, we're going to have to keep on going. But I would like to thank you very, very much for being part of this experience. It's something very encouraging for all the artists of Porto, I think. And I'm looking forward to the end of the quarantine so we can all meet together around a drink somewhere at some point very soon.
Yeah, think about the next edition. For next year.
Exactly. Let's make this deal. Next edition next year. Let's do that. Okay. And perhaps then we'll be all together somewhere.
Yeah, that would be awesome. That would be very, very awesome.
Well, Marion, thank you very much. I wish you a very nice day, and I'll see you very soon in Porto.
And good luck with the show.
Thank you. Bye-bye.